Hey guys, it's your boy, excuse me. Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Hopefully people will enjoy it. I admit, I often see like people, it shows me someone's watching the video live, and then I get a bit nervous when they leave because, and I've said this before, but one of my previous videos, but or at least one of them. But then I wonder if I bored them or if I offended them. So I hope I didn't do either of those things. But anyway, hope people will enjoy this on this lovely bright day. Obviously, I've done a few videos about how I'm a fan of Italian football and I'm passionate about Italian football and all that sort of stuff. And I thought I'd do stuff about. I know I have no experience in marketing, but I thought I'd do stuff about talking about the positive sides of Italian football and how to sell it, market it to potential owners, fans, fans of football or whatever. Anyway, I hope you checked out part one and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave any comments, remarks, anything you want to share in the comments below, and hope to do the best I can, obviously, as ever. So number 11, I thought I haven't really planned this video that well, so I hope I'll cover some points. Anyway, number 11, I thought that it would be interesting to see if Italian football can change and become more attacking, and how Italian football has changed and how it could change in the future, and what could be, and if changes are implemented and Italian football can learn from other leagues what they can achieve, and hopefully attract more fans from around the world, sports and all that, to support Serie A clubs, or follow the Italian league and find it more interesting. And number 12, again, I hope that people from across Italy will subscribe to the Serie A channel and all these Serie A, and watch and give likes to any possible video that's to do with Italian football as much as possible. And people, I hope my fellow Anglo-Indians will support Italian football, and hopefully people in India find Anglo-Indians cool, so they will hopefully, if they see Anglo-Indians wearing Italian football tops, hopefully they'll start doing so. So I hope that more people across Asia will find some positives about Italian football, and Italians will set up, like Italian clubs will set up academies in Asia, which could be, as I said before, a huge market, and like practice playing football with people in Asia and improve those relations. As I say, like Asia has approximately 4 billion people, so it could be a great market for Italian football. So, but also the Americas as well, with the diaspora and things like the Italian diaspora. Number 13, I talked before about some of the negatives about Italian football, and like say, for instance, football hooliganism, sorry, which I'm not a big fan of because I'm a pacifist myself and things like that. But I suppose for some people they might find that quite entertaining. So I guess that could be an appeal to some people to watch Italian football, but I suppose it's not a particularly good one, but I thought I'd include it anyway. Number 14, again, I think it'd be great to see if Italian football can change from defensive to attacking football and find solutions and do like fundraising games, which hopefully will gain more fans around the world. And if Italian football can fundraise for people, I'd say in Africa and Asia and places like that, and the Americas, like people from poorer backgrounds, and maybe like give like football tops, like Intertop, I'm wearing Intertop at the moment, but, or Juventus tops, or Lazio tops, or even like specific Serie A tops, which could be made. Then hopefully it can get more people interested in the league, and Italian football generally, and things like that. Number 15, I also hope like the league will help some, like Italian football generally will help some of the lower league teams in Italy, so that can then hopefully yield more success for football in Italy generally, because there'll be more competition. So it will mean that the bigger teams will have to improve, and also it also means that in the future, like those players, if they play really well, the bigger teams like Juventus or Inter or AC Milan can buy some of the players from the lower league, so it will help Italian football generally. Like, I think it's a really good idea that they do in England and other countries where they support grassroots football, so I hope Italy will do similar. 16, again, I often think like when you talk about marketing, like I think it'd be great if Italian football would look at some of the successes that we, as I say, as a fan, have already had, and how to build on those successes, like Inter Milan being owned by a Chinese owner, and hopefully that will encourage more investment as well as more supporters in China. And yeah, so to hopefully build on those things like the successes Italy's had in the World Cup, successful teams like AC Milan and Inter Milan, how looking at their history and hopefully sharing that history, and hopefully more people will be interested in the league and seeing if they can recreate that history and that sort of thing. In the 17, I hope in the future I'll think of more ideas and also like how to get more sponsors. And again, hopefully that will have a knock-on effect, because hopefully the more money is invested in the league, the more sponsors we get. So we as a fan, the more new sponsors and new owners will think, well, that seems interesting. Those people got in on that. So I think that would be really something that could be lucrative for us as well. So hopefully they'll be interested. 18, and again, if more owners come in and invest more money, the league could improve by more players and become more interesting, and then hopefully increase more fans. So hopefully it'll be a positive circle instead of a vicious circle. 18, again, I hope to expand upon like former successes of Italian clubs and the national team, so that again it can feed on to confidence, and people who play for Milan can have like confidence that they play for a big club, and hopefully that will, when they get more confident about the fact that they got into the Milan team in the first place, hopefully that will yield to success on the pitch as well, and hopefully trophies will come along. 19, I often mention this point, I don't know if I'm being naive here, but I wonder if by making videos like this and possibly in the future, like making websites or getting people to make websites or things like that, and or encouraging people to make websites, and also YouTube videos and Twitter pages and whatever else, and Facebook and whatever, to talk about Serie A. And the more it gets trending, hopefully the more that will increase the brand value. Maybe again that might be a naivety of mine for brand value and stuff like that. And number 20, I hope people will see like there's great young players coming through in Italy, and that hopefully will help, as I said before, like the clubs will save money in having to buy players, and also in the future be able to sell those players on. So it benefit the clubs in those sorts of ways rather than having to buy players from overseas, and also which costs money and that sort of thing, obviously. And also developing good young players, which hopefully will see success on the pitch, which again hopefully will make people interested in the league if some of the Italian teams start winning more trophies. So and I'd love to encourage like managers who win managers, coaches, and players who win trophies overseas, like help Italian clubs to win trophies. I think should get more honours from the league, like Serie A or Italian football generally, or the authorities generally. And also like to see politicians supporting Italian football, like providing tax losses for investing in Italian football, possibly making Italian football exempt from tax, so wealthy investors can also buy the clubs, and it will mean that it will be more financially viable because they won't have so many taxes to pay, but that can go towards the league. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think about this video. Hope you found it interesting. Hope I get some likes somewhere. Hope especially Italian fans and Celtic fans watch this, as well as all my football videos, and my fellow Anglo-Indians and other groups. Anywho, peace out.